Hello everyone and welcome back to the Banner Saga. In the last episode we forced our way in through the gates of Frostveller and we had a fight and I had a few guys go down. I think it was Oddleaf and Ivor here. I think he goes down in every fight. And also Alet and Rook. So just about everybody except Hogan, Mogan and the other guy. Now we gotta decide what we're gonna do about this guy. We'll join you for now, I guess. Good, because whatever else you were thinking would have been a bad idea. Echo shouts to his men, and with that the gates close, you follow him down obscured valleys. Hope you know what we're doing. Making up as we go, Ivor. Chapter 3. Little did they sleep. And we're back to these guys again. Hakon, we're back. I was able to get about as many warriors for Strand as you wanted, and more weapons, extra supplies too. You perk up, just now realizing Mogar has been talking to you. Since Wagner died, everyone has been looking to you to make decisions. It's exhausting. Oh, so before I was Ivor, and now I'm this guy. Hakon? I heard you. I was saying the Varl we sent to Stan have returned. The governor gave us most of what we wanted. Good enough. Much resistance from the governor? Some. I don't think he was happy about us buying his fighters using his own money. He also insisted we take on a lackey of his to watch over his property. A man named Eric. Eric? I met him. He seemed confident enough. Regardless, the governor still will have to get over it unless he wants dredge crawling through his streets. We put down every slag that has wandered through here while you were gone. Enough flapping of the mouth? Enough flapping of mouth then. You're sure that wound has healed, London? I agree. Enough has already gone wrong. If anything happens to the prince on a mission of peace, the alliance would rot. Of course. They're right, London. Return to Strand. Go home. What? They are right, London. Return to Strand. Go home. Why? Aren't you fabled dredge killers? How did you let them get this far south? We're not watchmen for the world. Watch your tone. If they are here, then something has gone wrong at Shield, and you shouldn't be here. We would only be made to do this again later, and I will not suffer it till all a second time. Either take us through the wandering road, or do your job and slaughter some dredge. London turns abruptly with a scowl. He stamps back to his ring of tents and followers. Wandering road is not an option with this many. I could crush that boy's skull with one hand. If London won't be deterred, you had to deal with it. Don't let London get to you. Lulin, I don't know how to say his name. Let's go, I'm sick of looking at this dump. What do I tell the warriors, Hakon? Tell them to be cautious, no more losses. Tell them we want to cover the mountainside in dredge bodies. Tell them we won't stop until Shield is retaken. Tell them we'll be cautious, no more losses. Will do. Give the word and we'll set off. Kind of lost the flow. I like to stay with the other guys. Anybody to be promoted? Oh, I get a lot of guys. Okay, never mind, 4. They're all Varl, so that's good. This guy's still here. Oh. Mogar can be promoted. That's good. So I want him to have more guard break. And also more health, I think. Gunwall can be promoted. Ooh, we got another ability. It's up to 3 enemies. Awesome. Now, what do I want from him? So that's exertion, mental willpower used on any given action. Oh, I got 3 though. Is spent to move further, hit harder, and perform your ability, but does not replenish. Does not replenish. So I want you more of this, because that's what I use you for. What's this door? Eric is a guy who gets stuff done for the governor of Strand. Though for a man with heavy responsibility, he seems to have an awful lot of freedom in his methods. Plenty of warring clans within Strand have tried to take him down. None have succeeded. Eventually, he earned himself the nickname the Iron Turtle. What a lame nickname. And oh yeah, I can't. Okay, whatever. What the lame nickname. Okay, that's how I couldn't talk to him. Let's talk to Ivor. No, that's not Ivor. That's what's his face? You knew him well, did you? Wagner? No. Well, I know him. I remember him. Always rushing around with some important business, but I never knew him. Never got a chance to talk much. Longer than I did in any case. I suppose so. When he spoke, Varl listened. I knew that. Could use some help there. I could use some help there. The scrivener leans back, considering the sentiment. I've seen worse. They restrict you for your ability to swing an axe. They need to respect you for your actions. But you're not talking to the right Varl. Margar's got some skill there. Most I can do is hold a quill. I heard you were a terror in your day. Do you know how old I am? Dare I ask? I'm competing, you know. Nobody knows how old we Varl can get, naturally. There's one by the name of Snorri. He got a few years on me. Just unkers in Grafheim collecting rhyme. Rhyme? Bastard might actually beat me. Another one named Kumar is close, I think. But that old son of a bitch still welcomes a fight. He'll probably be off before I am, though. Although Stringer gestures around him as if to remind you of the current situation. You chuckle. Anyway, point is, what difference does it make? I'm just a delivery baron for Journal now. Or Jordan now. Can't remember half what I've done. It's the Journal. Hence, don't get fancy on my behalf, Hakon. Okay, I won't. What are you always putting down in that journal? How do you mean? What do I write? I write what happens. You got a banner and Arbrang for that, you know? You mean the long banner? Yes, the Menders wove up something that writes its own history. You want my opinion? I don't trust it. No? Tells a broad story. I think there's something of value in narrow. Whose story does it write? Mine? Theirs? London's? God forbid. Ha, you relic. The gods have been dead a long time. Oh, have they? Old habits, I suppose. What do you suppose happened to the sun? Gods, how should I know? Never seen something like this before. Are you worried? Some of the Varl and their caravan think the world is coming to an end. Others think it's the best thing that could happen. No more black months. I'll take it if it's the end. I'm ready. What about the rest of us? To the depths with you. Ha! You consider what to say next. Get some rest. Always more marching to do. I've roofed more hills than a horse born with a grudge. Don't worry about me. Now let's go talk to Moger. Good morale. Oh, great morale. Awesome. I'd asked how you're dealing with Wagner's death, but I already know the answer. Do you? Steady old Marger, which is good. I know most of these Varl, but they're not under my command. They come to follow Wagner. Tell you the truth, I wouldn't want to be in your position either. Anything you can tell me about the caravan? Throw together this many Varl, half of them want to hit each other. The rest want to be left alone. Anyone I should keep an eye on? There's a couple of clan leaders trying to show off for each other. Not a big deal. I got it under control. The fighters we just got from Strand aren't bad, but they're unruly. Give it a few days. And a few are moaning about fighting for you instead of Wagner. Those are the ones to worry about. What about London's men? They don't want to hear anything from me, I know that. Any problems? Could be. London's pet Varl is named Bercy. I'm not sure where he came from or what his deal is. Bastard knows how to fight, but there's something I don't like about him. His girl in red is scary too, Yursa. She's probably the best fighter London's got, to be honest. I've overheard some the Varl call her the witch. Why? The flaming arrows, I think. That's a good trick. The fire upsets our Varl more than the dredge. Still doesn't make much sense. Witch? They got scholars, Hakon. I think they're mostly just afraid of her. That makes more sense. Don't let her find out. Have you ever wanted to be in command? More than I am. Any more rope, and I hang myself. More than I am? Any more rank? Oh my, can't speak. Any more rope, and I'd hang myself. I doubt that. I forget we weren't around back then. At one point, I had more rope. I hung myself. Oh, I forgot you weren't around back then. At one point, I had more rope. I hung myself. I'm not interested in command. It's all yours. Thanks. You think we're walking through a death trap? This many Varl? No, we should be alright. Things will get rough, though. I don't like being the one to send Varl to their death. I like worrying about myself, and that's the extent of it. Who would have expected Wagner to drop like that to a couple of slag? I was still wondering what happened. He had hundreds of dead slag to his name. I don't get it. This happens sometimes. No big moment. I'm sure it surprised him even more than us. Although I have to wonder. Nah, never mind. Anyway, I'll worry about the warriors. You worry about not doing something stupid. That's asking a lot. What were you expecting back? What were you holding back about Wagner? I'd rather not say, Hakon. Why not? It's the kind of thing that is stuck in your head and you need a clear one. Better if you let me worry about it. If you say so, keep it to yourself. If there's a reason to bring it up again, I will. Let's get back to it. Let me know if you need anything else. I will. Looks like this one is going to be heavily exposition one. Or actually, we're leaving now. Because there doesn't look like anything else to do. If I'm not mistaken. I go, ooh, what's this? Oh, that's the map. Yeah, let's leave then. Probably won't be able to fit another fight in this episode, but let's see what gets going. Look at that, says Wagner. In the hill is more dredge. No more than a dozen, though. We could just as easily pass by as rush up there to slaughter them. And one Luden overhears. That's a dozen dredge heading toward Strand, he says. You asked him, we started to care about Strand. I don't, he replies. I thought you did. It'd be a waste of time. Strand can handle that. Malgar sends some warriors to take care of it. Will do, he says. Hopefully they'll be able to catch back up to the caravan. Rush it off to find some volunteers. Udin and his men are now asked. You return to travel. -10 Varl. Hakon. You can hear Udin's hard-booted trot as you set up camp the first day and brace yourself. Can we speak as equals? We can try. Seems clear to me you plan to kill a lot of dredge along the way, am I right? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Then listen carefully. Don't assume only the Varl can fight. Do you understand me? This is my banner we fly to Grafheim, the banner of Arbrang. I insist on joining in battle. Almost gutted in your first encounter and ready for more. Whatever you like, Prince. I expect more resistance. From Wagner, maybe. They tell me you were his kinder. That's why you're in charge now. Some sort of next of kin, Varl thing. Don't you take on his responsibilities? That doesn't mean I care what happens to you, in my own way. Stop acting like I'm a thorn in your side. When you're nearly 200 years, it's hard to take a 20-year-old man. Is that right? Seriously. You better start. We'll both be kings someday. That's the last thing I need right about now. Right now. London looks as though you just punched yourself in the face. He heads back to his tent before saying whatever was on his mind. Shit. On exertion. You've gotten some characters with high exertion. Don't overlook this important stat. Exertion lets you add more willpower to your actions. Want to add more than 1 star to your attack? Upgrading to 3 exertion lets you add 3 damage to every attack. Or more, 3 spaces further than usual, if you got the willpower for it. Remember, each stat is equally important in combat. Choose wisely. Okay. But unfortunately, this is all the time we got for now. And we'll have to see more in the next one. Hopefully next one will be a little bit more exciting. Looks like we're going to get into some heavy combat. Since we have 456 Varl and 185 fighters. Looks like it's going to be pretty rough. And anyway, thank you for watching. I really enjoyed making these. I hope you enjoy them too. And I hope you catch me for the next one. Also, subscribing and liking is highly appreciated since I'm a small YouTuber. And comments are too. And those are appreciated as well. If you just want to say hi, have some questions, want to make a comment about the game, have something you think I'm doing wrong, be my guest to make a comment. Hopefully next one will come along soon. And thank you for watching once again. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. 9 past 1 p.m. yet. What is this phone guy saying? There's a lockdown? I might have to restart the game and listen to it. I won't subject you guys to it. Oh, hi Bonnie. Foxy and his replacement have taken your place tonight. Oh, you're gone already. Bye, Bonnie. Hi, you little prick. Oh, he's gone. So if I would have kept the mask on, would he have left me alone? Oh god. Nice. Stop oppressing me. This coal. That's good. Got some coal from that dim rock. Dimder rocks. Coal in this one too, because he's black. I'm gonna eat a oh, I got some gold. Hopefully it doesn't poison me. There's lots of crunching for that mushroom. Grace, he's still eating it. Thorn vine. What's that there? Sand?